Hey everybody, I'm Jennifer Dunn. I'm a screenwriter and the founder of Notes Community. And this quick video is about why I founded Notes Community, which is an app that allows screenwriters to find screenwriting groups. I prefer to be behind the camera, so I'm trying to make this so quick. So backstory on the app. I love talking to other screenwriters and also just kind of like lurking and listening to them talk, which is maybe not quite so creepy when it's on social media. You know, you're kind of supposed to do that. And one thing successful screenwriters kept saying was that they were part of a writers group. Their groups gave them feedback, accountability. I kind of made them do their pages even when the rest of the world was turning into a dumpster fire. So I kind of got in my head, like writers sometimes do, and was like, oh, everybody has a writers group except me. So back in November 2020, I tweeted out, hey, how did y'all find your writers groups? And the response was immense, but it was not what I expected because it was mostly people going, yeah, I wonder that too. I've been looking for a writers group and just really don't know how to go about it. And so that's kind of how Notes Community was born. But first, the idea was originally just a big old Google spreadsheet that I started and monitored. So writers can enter their info on a home tab and then create or join groups on sub tabs. And it was great. Like there are currently right now 30 groups over on the spreadsheet, and most of them have 4 to 6 members. You know, some have less, some have more. However, though, it just started to get really unwieldy, especially because ours has over 600 people on it, which is just an insane amount of people to be trying to use like one little, free piece of software. I'm really lucky that people did take it on themselves to moderate. Like people would move groups that were full kind of to the back, so new people didn't have to search through all these full groups and get discouraged. But it really just became sort of this like hydra with many, many heads. Luckily, I do have a background in tech. I'm not a software engineer. Please don't ask me tough questions. But I have worked on the ground floor in startups, and I realized that, hey, that's what this is. So here we go. Notes Community was born. So what you're seeing right now is just the tiniest, like earliest, babyest iteration of what is going to be a super cool app. And how to use Notes Community is simple too. You make an account and you're in there. You can start searching groups. I recommend reading the group info carefully. Just make sure it's what you're looking for and that you can commit to the meeting times. Some groups are monthly, but some are weekly, once every 2 weeks, and just make sure you can commit. And better yet, if you don't see a group that looks like what you want, then start your own group. Like I said, over 500 people are on the original spreadsheet, and every time I tweet or mention this, I get more interest. So you may not think there are other writers out there that write what you write, but I don't know. Let's think. Half-hour comedy set in space. You might find your group of 4 other people who really write that too. And hey, you've got a great writers group that can really help each other out. And of course, you don't have to set the criteria to be just other people that write the kind of thing you write. You may want beginning writers or middle stage writers or, writers with a common background and writers of a similar age. The sky is really the limit. Of course, don't be racist or sexist. Like that stuff is all in our terms of service. Be nice, be kind, but you can definitely, set the criteria for your group however you want to. So anyway, thanks so much for trying the app. And I always appreciate feedback. Remember, this is baby. It's brand new. It's free. So, please let me know, nicely if you see anything that can change, you have any ideas of how to make the app better. And of course, I am working on making it better all the time. So anyway, welcome to Notes Community. Good luck finding your perfect screenwriting group.